Hey guys, this is E with Scrapbooking with Me, and today we're going to make some faux postcards. I saw these on a couple of different channels, so I won't link anybody's below because I think there was 4 or 5 different channels that I saw this on. You can just click on search on YouTube and put in faux postcards and you'll find them all over the place. I haven't seen them in a while, but I was inspired a while ago, and I just now thought about making them. I was sitting here trying to think of something that I wanted to make to go in this journal that I'm working on now. So I thought, why not some faux postcards? Because I haven't made any of those in a while. Now, these are some postcards. These are actual postcards that was sent to me by someone. I don't know who. And I don't know if I want to use those or not, because to me they're very, very unique, and I'm sure very old. This is in another language, so I have no idea what it says. But I may just copy those and keep those in my stash. But I wanted to show you what I got. This one. That's another one. That's Pittsburgh Press Postcards. And then this one was unique because someone had actually torn out the address and everything that was on there. So, and that was pretty unique there. And then this one with the little baby. So these are very old, I'm sure. And this one has some writing on the back. I really can't read any of it, but I think I'll keep those in my stash. But I wanted to show you those just to let you see what I think I might be making. Now, also, one of you sent me a postcard that you had made. This is the front, I'm supposing, or the side that doesn't have the address on it. And then there is the address side, or the side that you could write on, and you made a pocket out of it. And I thought that was neat too. So who knows, we may make some like that too. Now, I had these couple of pieces of paper in my stash. They're just little, well, it may be 3 of them. Yeah, there is. They're little thin pieces of paper. But I think if I tuck these in a pocket, they'll be okay, even though they're thin. Because I really don't want to back them and then have to cut around all of that little scalloped edge there. Let me see, my light's not on. Okay, maybe that's better. I don't want to have to cut around all of that scalloped edge. So I'm thinking we might just use these as they are. And then I had this little card that someone had sent me, and I thought that would be good for a postcard, and then we could use the back for the address and things like that. But I think first we're going to start out with just some index cards. These are the 4x6 index cards, the very, very old ones that I have in my stash. And I'm going to decorate this side, I think. No, I am going to cover this side with paper, the side that has the lines on it. Let me turn my light a little bit. So the side that has the lines on it, I'm going to cover with paper, and then this side I'll draw out my lines for the address and then for the writing, and I'll put a little stamp right here. I have plenty of stamps. So let's find something to cover this side with. Now, of course, in postcards, you usually put a photo of like a place that you are, or, you know, a place that you visited, or something like that. Something very, very pretty. You could cut photos out of your junk mail, magazines, anything like that. I'm just going to kind of flip through some of my stash and see if I have anything that I can use. Hopefully I do. And it doesn't have to be a photo that's got a particular image on it, like a mountain or something like that. It can be just some flowers and things. But I don't think any of these are going to be large enough. So let's go to this little book. This is a little book that I got from AliExpress a long time ago. You could cover these with regular paper. You don't have to do this. But I think I'm going to cover mine with that. Just have the birds on this side. And, I don't think I'm going to center it. I think I'm going to cut the excess off. So I'm going to glue it down like that. All right, let's get a few ready, and then we'll start processing them. We'll just do a little bit of mass making here. Now your digitals would be very pretty to use for something like this, because most of them have, you know, pretty images and things on them. So that would be pretty. So let's see if there's another page in here. And there's no, you know, no particular way you have to put these. I'm going to put mine that way, but you can put them any way that you want. I have some of these that are up and down like this, so it doesn't matter, whichever way you want to do them. And let's see. I think I'm going to use my glue stick on this just because this is a pretty thin paper, and I'm going to stitch around them probably anyway, because this is a pretty thin paper. Now, I had somebody that questioned one of our mats just a few minutes ago, and I didn't get to read the full message. I just saw it pop up, and I read part of it. I was asking about our glue mats. This is a little piece of one, and how you use them. Is there one side that's better than the other side, or what? One side is a little bit shiny and the other side is not. Now, I use whatever side pops up on mine. I usually use the shiny side, I think, more than I do the other side. But I'm not sure that it really matters. But she said that some of her cards and things were sticking a little bit when she would try to pull them up. Now, the glue is going to stick to your craft mat. I mean, it is. See, mine has got glue right there. I mean, you know, you can see the glue. So the glue is going to stick on here. But the good thing about this, you can take it and wash it off and wash that glue off. Or you can just take a baby wipe or something like that and wipe it off. So it just makes it a lot easier to get the glue off of. And, you know, then you can use it over and over. Now, I only put my piece down here to glue. And then I put it over here. And then I put it on my image or whatever I'm doing on this side. So I don't use the glue mat to glue on and then lay my image down on it, if that makes any sense. I only use this to glue on. And if it gets a big if it gets a big glob of glue like that, I'll just kind of wipe it off a little bit and then go on. I mean, you know, I hate to say there is no rhyme or reason to use. I hate to say there is no particular way to use those, but it's just, you just use it how it's easier for you. But I do use the shiny side up most of the time. Sometimes I forget I have the other side up. That doesn't matter. I just go with it if I do. So, but I hope that helps. Hope that helps you a little bit. And see, I lay my piece on here and I put my glue on. And I get glue all on the outsides of it too. I don't just, and then I pick it up. And then I'm going to bring it over to my paper over here. So I don't use it to glue on and then to press everything down on. I don't use it that way. I know I'm making absolutely no sense. I'm a little bit frustrated today, I tell you. We're having the hardest time finding a contractor to come out and work. I mean, you know, we have no floors, no kitchen, no bathroom downstairs, no nothing. And to get a contractor out here to work, it's like pulling teeth. I mean, well, I think pulling teeth is easier. They don't want to work. They don't want to come out. And if they say they can, they tell you it's going to be 6 months. Well, you know, we can't go 6 months without this stuff. Well, I won't say we can't. I'm sure we could if we had to. But who wants to, you know? Our insurance company has already approved everything. They're just waiting to write the check to the people. I mean, the money is there. Why do people not want to come out and work? And the ones you do call, they won't call you back. So it's like, what in the world? I mean, I posted, you guys probably seen, I posted on Facebook. Did anybody have any recommendations for a contractor? I got 0 response out of that post. So I'm just thinking that nobody has any response for me, probably. Nobody has any contractors out there that want to work. I don't know. It's getting very frustrating. I'm starting to lose my cool just a little bit. I just want my house back. I want it where I can sit comfortably in my living room and watch TV at night in my recliner. I want to be able to cook a meal and not have to eat out every night. I hate eating out. I hate it. I don't like fast food. I don't like bringing food home and eating. Ugh, it's just... But, you know, I don't know why I'm unloading everything on you guys. It's not your fault. But anyway, if I sound a little bit distracted, that's my issue. I am a little bit today. All right, I'm just going to draw some lines here. I'm just using my ruler. So if you live local to me and you have any idea for any contractors that would like to work and have, you know, have money in hand, please send them our way. We're just having a hard time. Okay, I don't know if my lines are actually straight or not. We're gonna try this way. It's just frustrating because, you know, we work night and day. We work hard. My husband and I and our kids and even our grandkids. I just don't understand people not wanting to work, not wanting money. Well, they want the money, they just don't want to work for it. And you know, I have this thing about if you work for me, or if I pay you a check, you're going to work for it. Ask Aaron Jonas. Aaron will say, Nene, I need $20 to put in my checking account. And I'll say, okay, buddy, you got to work for it. I'll say, okay, Nene. And he gets to work. Okay, so that's the basics right there. My lines, like I said, may not be perfectly straight, but I'm going to go with it. And I'm going to put a little stamp right there. Now, I've got tons of stamps, so hold on and let me grab one. Let's see. My sweet friend sent me these stamps. I just want a small one that, like that maybe. That would work right there. So we're going to put that there. Oh, I've got another little one stuck to the back, don't I? No, it was just a piece of the paper. These are original stamps, so they're not, they've been canceled, but they're, you know, they have come off of letters and things. They're not faux stamps. Okay, so we got a stamp on there. And then I'm going to take my little postage stamp cancellation thing here. There we go. That one will work, I think. And I think I'm just going to dip him right here in this vintage photo. Well, I may not dip him in that vintage photo. Let me get my black. Okay, I'm just using Tuxedo Black. I'm just going to cancel it like that. There we go. And it doesn't have to be perfect. You know, when you get those cancellations on your stamps and things at home, they're not perfect. So, and then we're going to ink it up a little bit just to show that maybe it's very, very old, antique. And then on this side, you have that beautiful scenery. So there is one, and that'll be good to tuck into a piece, to tuck into a pocket or a little side tuck on your journal. Now I'm going to go ahead and round the corners on these. I think that one's pretty with the corners rounded. So I'm going to go ahead and round these. We may make these a little bit different, so we shall see. Well, I actually put my birds on. I wanted this at the top, but that's okay. And I wanted this on the other side, but that's okay. I think what we will do is we're just going to leave it, and I'm going to draw my lines. No problem. I mean, it's a faux postage card, so it will be fine. Put a little ink around it, and then draw some lines. Let's see, we need 3 lines for our address, is that right? There's one. This actually has the lines already on it, so I can just follow those. 2, 3. I may put one more. Put a 4th one there. Okay. And then usually the writing is the other direction. So I'm just lining my ruler up, hoping that I'm going to get this pretty well straight. So there is the lines that you can write on, and then we'll put a little stamp right here. That one will work. That one actually says Guatemala. Yeah, Guatemala. So that will be a nice little piece of ephemera with that vintage stamp on there. It says 1919 on it. So that's a very old one. And we'll just do this. There we go. So there is another. Cute. Did I make that upside down? Did I tell you I was a little bit distracted? Look, I've got that on that side with the birdie up, and then you flip it over. My stamp is upside down, everything. So guess what? This stamp is going to come off because I'm not going to waste the stamp. And I'll put it on another one. But I need to cover the back side of this with some paper. I told you I was a little bit distracted, did I not? Yep, just a little bit distracted. I'm a lot distracted, truthfully. So let's just go ahead and cover this with some paper. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know. Today I'm probably shouldn't even have done. I probably should not have even attempted a video. I'm not in a good frame of mind today. I mean, it's been a month, so I'm getting, well, it's been over a month now. So I'm getting very, very frustrated and tired. And if you're out there and you're a contractor and you're listening to me, please give me a call. Oh, I don't know how many emails out and text messages out and messages on people's phones, and wits out beating the bushes trying to find somebody. So I mean, we're both a little bit far gone today. Okay, let me put my stamp on here, and that way I will know which way's right and which way's wrong, maybe. Maybe, I said. And let's go ahead and do our little cancellation thing. There we go. Okay, now let's try this. Okay, now we can do some lines. Now, I'll tell you, these T-square rulers, if you're having trouble getting your lines exactly right, these are probably the best thing to use, because you can line it up on the side of your page and then just draw your line, and then you can slide it down, make sure it's lined up, and draw your line. I have a little bit of trouble stopping where my line is, as you can see, but that's okay. And we sell the T-square rulers in the store, if you're wondering about those. And then you can line it up this way, and just put the T-square ruler up against the end of the card, and then just start drawing your lines. And you can be much more careful and do your lines a lot better. I am trying to get this done for the video. There we go. Now, much better. Okay, we've got our stamp there, and then that. And you can go ahead and like scribble in an address if you want. That would make it cute too. I'm just going to leave it like that until I start putting it in my journal. I like that one. That's a different color on the back. That's pretty. Now, let's see if we can get this one the right way up. I like these birds on here. You know, I'm a bird and a butterfly nut anyway. Well, I like my squirrels too. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put a stamp on this one before I get started. That'll help me keep it straight maybe. I love my squirrels and my butterflies. Let's try a different stamp on this one. Let's put a Louisiana stamp on there. How does that sound? That'll work. So if you think that, you know, nobody else gets frustrated with life happenings but you, then please don't think that, because we all do. It's just, you know, we're human. It's our nature. So I get probably more frustrated than most. Alright, there we go. And all we have to do is draw our lines. And you know how to draw lines. I mean, I can draw the lines off camera. I don't have to draw the lines while I'm on camera with you. But I am going to make a few more, and we're going to make them a little bit different. A little bit different. So what we're going to do, this just come to my head when I was putting that one together, when I had to cover the back of that one. I'm going to glue two of these together, and I'm going to glue the faces, as I call them, together. But I'm not going to glue this top up here, so I'm going to put my thumb there so I'll know not to glue that top. I'm going to glue it like I was gluing a pocket down the sides, down the bottom, up the side, and then press it down on that one. And get it as straight as possible. Okay, now you have two together, like that. So we're going to make this one a pocket. This is going to be a little, this is going to be a postcard with a pocket. How does that sound? Postcard with pocket. I like that. So let's find a pretty image. Let me look in my stash and find an image that we can put on here. Alright, I have this book, and this is Lands and People, Canada and the United States. And it's got some beautiful images in it. There's some that are black and white. There's some that are color, different ones. I'm going to use a few of these to make some of these, because I think this would be really pretty. Now the problem is, I like all of it. I like, this is M-U-L-T-N-O-M-A-H. Some of you guys may know what that says. Columbia River Highway. I would like to get this on there because, you know, when you see a postcard from somebody, you see the information about it. So I'd like to get that on there. So I'm going to have to cut this off at the top, which I think is going to be okay because there's a waterfall here and then there's a large one here. And we could even make another one out of this. So let me do that. I'm going to trim this off at the bottom. I'm sorry guys, this is probably going to be a very helter-skelter video. I just had hubby call too, and I was talking to him, and he thinks he might have found somebody, and then our adjuster called while I was trying to get this book, and so it's anyway, like I said, most days, this kind of thing does not, it doesn't faze me, doesn't bother me. I just go right on with it. But for some reason today, I'm just very, very tired. That's all I can make out of it. Okay, I hope I cut that down to the right size. That would be really nice if I had it. All right. And if you don't have index cards and you want to make these, then don't worry about it. Just use a photo like this and back it with something. I'm mainly using the index cards because they give it a little bit of strength. But see, isn't that going to be pretty? That looks like a postcard we got from somewhere. So we're going to glue this down. Now, somebody also mentioned the other day that they wanted to post it in the group, and I declined it. And I hope I didn't make anybody mad, but they said, you know, everybody's running out of glue sticks, and there's no glue sticks on Amazon, and no glue sticks here and there. And well, the thing of it is, we have plenty of glue sticks right now, so you can order glue sticks from us. She was wanting to give an Amazon link and all that, and that's, you know, definitely a nay. You can't do that in our groups, so that's why I declined it. But I wanted to let you know, if you are the person who wanted to post that, we have plenty of glue sticks right now, and we have more coming in all the time. Uh-oh, this is wet, so it's not wanting to cut. So, you know, if you need glue sticks, we have them. Or if you have been looking for glue sticks, we have them. Let's see. Okay. I may have to cut that again when it gets a little bit drier. I tried to cut it too quick after I glued it. Okay, there we go. Now, that looks okay. I'm going to trim a tiny bit of this side off. Just a tiny. Like I said, it's not wanting to cut because I've got it so wet with glue. And it may not want to, the edges may not want to trim either. Well, it did. And you could leave yours squared off if you want. You don't have to trim these. I just think they're cute with the corners cut, so that's why I'm doing this. I'm throwing these in the floor, and Aaron will get on to me when he comes over to clean. He always says, when he starts to sweep around my desk or vacuum around it, he'll say, "Nana, you are such a messer." Because I do. I make a big mess because I sweep little pieces like that in the floor rather than try to pick them up. I love that. And I've got all the information there on the bottom. That is cute. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put a stamp on it, but I'm not going to draw the line. So let me grab a stamp. I'm just going to go with that one. It's not a Colorado stamp, but it has a little waterfall on it. So we'll go with that one. It doesn't have to be Colorado. That wasn't even Colorado, was it? It was Columbia River. Let's see. Scenery in Columbia River Highway, Oregon. Okay, so I was completely off. But anyway, we're just going to go with this one that has the little waterfall on it. And if you don't have stamps, you can go on Etsy. There's lots of different places that sell the faux stamps. Once you print them out and cut them out, they look real similar to the real thing. So, or you can even purchase little faux stamps on Etsy. Or you can purchase little stamps on Etsy, I should say. There we go. Whoops, that didn't glue. I will stitch this together anyway, but I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of glue back to it. I'll just run my sewing machine around it to stitch it. Okay, so there is another. Got it canceled, and we'll just put the address here, a little bit of writing there to tell about where we visited. Right, there is another one. So let's make maybe one more. Let's grab our book here. See if we can find a place that we've actually visited before. Well, it won't be Canada because I haven't visited there. I want to, but I haven't. This one we could probably go with the black and white. Oh, these homes are beautiful, aren't they? That would probably be a really good one. Let's do the home. I have seen most of these old homes. Trimming this more. And there we go. Then we have another one that we can make with that. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and glue it down to my card. And then I'm going to glue it down to this side of the card, and I will put my card together and trim everything off once I get everything glued. Just want to make sure I get all my writing on there. That will work. Okay, now we'll trim it. So, how are you guys doing? Is everybody out there doing okay? I hope you are. I hope you feel better than me today. I really, really do. Oh, I will get out of the slump, believe me. It'll take me a little while, but I'll get out of it. Alright, there we go. Ooh, I like that. Alright, let's go ahead. I don't know that I want to. Yeah, I'm going to glue another piece to the back of this one. I started said I don't know if I want to, but I do want to make this one a little pocket type deal. That way you could tuck a little something in the pocket if you wanted to, and then slide it in a tuck, and you've got a double do there. Oh, my glue sticks too fast. It's very humid and hot here today, and boy, my glue grabs as soon as I put it down there. But you know what? Talking to you guys helps me a lot. It really does. And I know you can't talk back to me. I wish you could. But just sitting here, talking, doing my video, doing my crafting. You know, crafting is your therapy anyway. But talking to you, doing my crafting, all of that, it helps. It makes me feel like you're out there listening to me, and you're praying for me, and you're a lot of you are in the same boat, or even a worse boat. You know, it could be a whole lot worse. I could not even have a house to live in. So I'm very thankful for what I have. Sometimes I just forget about that, you know. We all need a reminder every now and then. There we go. Put a little something on the back. There we go. Now we'll go ahead and put our stamp here, and that way when we start to draw our lines, maybe, just maybe, we won't get it off. Oh, that's a pretty little stamp. That's Australia. I love Australia. Well, I think I do. I want to visit there, and I haven't been able to get there yet. Maybe one day. But I love all the pictures and everything that I see from Australia. So we're going to put that little Australian stamp on there. There we go. And then let's go ahead and do a little bit of cancellation here. Oh, I don't want to do my little bird. We'll just do this side real good and not do the bird. Well, I got the bird anyway, but that's okay. You can still see my little birdie. All right. Okay, I think that may be all that I do. I mean, that was pretty fast, pretty quick. And I didn't even do these, which I need to. I need to do them so that I can use them. And I may just glue them to something like that. I don't know. I want to use those, but I'm not sure exactly how I'll use them yet. So that's it, guys. That is the quick and easy video. Right now I'm doing quick and easy because that's all my mind will take. But I hope you enjoyed it. I know it was a little bit scattered and a little bit helter-skelter and interruptions and me being all down in the mouth and all that kind of stuff. But, you know, this is just me. This is real life. I mean, I try not to put on any pretenses with you guys. I am what you see. I am what you hear. You know, some days it's good days. Some days it's bad days. That's just life. That's the way we are. But I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you'll give these a try. And if you do, then make sure that you share them over on our Facebook page, because we would love to see what you create. We will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys so much. Love you, everyone. Bye-bye.